All right, we're going to begin with gun defense now. Now, you would think guns would be very dangerous. Well, they are at a distance. If you're at past 21 feet, which is called the Tueller Law, named after a sheriff in Salt Lake City, Utah, apparently if a policeman's got their gun holstered, it's going to take 21 feet or about 1 second, a little over a second, for someone to run who has a knife and actually defeat the officer. Tueler. Well, if someone's standing that far away, I call it a gun fu, because pretty much you're gonna get shot from there. But if someone's up in your face with a gun, it's very simple to avoid getting hurt with that, and it takes a little bit of deviating away from the gun, kind of shying away from it, actually playing to the holdup. So what Jesse's going to do is he's going to have the gun at my head. Now, if he's there, I'm going to be, what am I going to do? Well, the first thing that you want to do in this situation is what? Get your head out of the way. So if you turn your head out of the way, as you turn your head out of the way, you turn your hand in. Now the other hand comes around, turns the gun, and you have the gun in your hand at him. I need to make a point here. There's two different types of pistols. This is called a plastic training pistol, but it's a semi-automatic. It has a slide. Slide goes back. This one happens to have a hammer on it. Glocks do not have hammers. Several other of them do not have hammers. But a very important thing about a gun with a slide is when you take the gun, you want to slide back the slide as you do it, because the trigger won't pull that way. He cannot shoot you that way. Now I'm out of the way. I also want to make sure I don't have any innocent victims standing around beside me, so he takes into effect what another word in our vocabulary is APPEE. Awareness, preparation, prevention, empowerment, and execution. Number one, pay attention to where you're at in your surroundings. I tell people, do you want to stay out of a fight? Don't go to a bar. Seems like a lot of fights end up in bars simply because that social behavior that's in there, someone gets in someone else's face and the testosterone, the hormones start going. The second type of gun is a cylinder gun, a pistol. The cylinder goes around. To keep that gun from firing, though I don't have one to demonstrate with, you know what it looks like. It looks like those old Fanner 50s with the cylindrical. If you grab the cylinder, it will not shoot. The cylinder changes the bullet from the last spent shell revolving around, it's called a revolver, that's why it's called a revolver, to the next shell. The hammer comes back, hits the bullet, primer, the shell shoots. So the key point in both of these disarms is making sure you get the slide on a semi-automatic and the hammer and the cylinder on a revolver. So again, Jesse has the gun. I move out of the way. As I move, I turn, and now I have the gun. Now I'm going to hold it like this because I do not want him to get the gun away from me. He tries to get the gun, I'm just going to push him away. Now I have the gun. You're dead. Another way to do it is simply look at it, grab the gun. I push it out of the way. Now look what I've got. I've got his finger trapped still, and I've got the gun pointing at him. Now that's when you've practiced for a long time. He pulls the gun, you see it there, you're going to go at it very quickly. And this is what Victor Marx calls the fastest disarm. Of course, then what he does is he hits the chamber release, catches the mag, and then does it whole sort of thing. So again, I'm going to do it to Jesse. Okay? He's trapped my finger in the trigger. You can break the finger in that trigger. So what happens if the gun's here? Look what he's done. He's turned his body away. Therefore, the barrel is shooting away again at his heart. Look. Turned away, trapped it, come back the other direction. Now, is that not an identical move to the knife defense? It's exactly the same move, and watch what happens when we come from behind. Gun at his head, he ducks it. Look at that. He's got the aye! Okay, got my finger trapped. Opposite direction. In his back. See the gun? Look at that. He's trapped. He's coming around. Bend the elbow. He's got the gun out of my hand. So it's the same sort of thing. It's a feeling sort of thing. If someone comes up, now we'll do this fast. As soon as Jesse feels the gun, he's going to make a move. Okay? Aye! And he's got me trapped. I hate it when you do this. He's got me trapped this direction right here. Break your finger right in that puppy. And that's what we want. We don't want that to happen to you guys, though. This is why we train slow. Okay, so to the shoulder, he turns, arm comes up, traps, comes down, gun is taken away. I'm going to do it at the head, again, facing me from this direction. Turns, and takes the gun away. That's how Victor Marx does that. For all you Victor Marx fans out there, people who love Victor Marx, okay, here it is. He sees a guy, hey, there it is, he's got the gun. Click, catches it, shoots a bullet in the air, catches it in his hand, then he turns the gun this way, and then you go, boom, 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 boom. This is a good weapon, by the way. Using the hammer of it, using the flat of it, 1, 2, 3. Same whipping motion as the whipping, as the whip strike. Okay, one more time. Turns, traps, gun comes down. Now if it goes off, it's going to go off by his ear, but it didn't. It'll deafen him, but it will not kill him. Ah, okay? All right. Behind me, same thing. Puts it on, I turn around, capture it, got the gun, right? Move, come around, I have the gun. Now, do you see the effectiveness of these simple moves in 3 basic weapons that you have to deal with on the street? A gun, a knife, and a club. They all work effectively the same way. We train with a knife first because if you got a knife coming at you and you're not afraid of it, you're going to be afraid of the stick, or you're going to be afraid of this coming at you. No, you're not. So our next segment is going to be on basic unarmed self-defense.